Hello, beautiful beings. I don't even know if you like that, but I just get so silly when I start recording. This video is all about purging. Purging, we might call it resistance, during your manifestation journey. I actually did a search because I wanted to see what videos were out there talking about purging, and I'm actually surprised that there is not a lot of videos in this specific person community talking about purging. I saw a few. I saw one from a very prominent YouTuber where she says that purging is not real. I try not to be very judgmental because I know that everyone has their own reality and you manifest depending on your beliefs. But I like to, when I talk about something, I like to try to make sure that I'm talking including everyone, including the people that don't purge and the people that do purge. Okay? You guys know from other videos that I talk a lot about trauma because I am a person that has done, that has gone through a lot of trauma in my childhood, and there's a lot of things that are already bypassed and still a lot of things that I'm working on. And in every single, part of this, I've encountered purging. I actually remember years ago, I was starting an affirmation about more communication, and I actually started tapping in the affirmations, and I was getting so much negative emotion that I reached out to an old coach, and she told me that maybe meant that that person wasn't for me. That is wrong. Okay? We know Neville Goddard, we know his teachings, we know the teachings of law of assumption. We know that as soon as you have the desire to have something, the desire already comes with the fulfillment. Once you have a desire, it automatically means that you can have that desire. If you couldn't have it, then you wouldn't get the desire. What happens is what's in between you and the desire. It is what Dr. Vitale, Dr. Joe Vitale, says is called counter intentions. Is you have an intention about manifesting more money, and then you set the intention and you set to manifest more money, and what happens is that everything opposite to that starts to happen for you because deep down you have beliefs that go against manifesting more money. He calls them counter intentions. Some people call them resistance. It is purging. It is part of the manifesting journey. It is extremely normal, and it can be extremely painful. So we're going to dig deeper into that now. So, what is purging? Purging is the process of all that negative shit coming up to the surface while you're trying to manifest something else. Okay? A lot of people purge in different ways and in combinations. You can purge emotionally. You can purge physically, where your body will physically hurt. Emotionally, you will feel like shit. You will get all of these negative thoughts, like a combination of mental and emotional. You will get all of these negative thoughts that go against what you're trying to manifest, and those negative thoughts will create a negative emotion, so you will feel like shit, sometimes creating you to have a physical reaction like anxiety. Okay? You can have also a circumstantial purge. I try to tell the people that I'm coaching, and even hold it for myself. When you're going through a purging process, which can be lengthy if you don't know that you're actually purging and you stop persisting, I try to keep them in the best, I try to say in the best possible way to keep your head down. And I mean that in the most respectful way. It doesn't mean that you're going to allow people to disrespect you. What happens is that when you're going through the process and you're purging, some shit in your 3D might start hitting the fan. Okay? You're manifesting communication, let's say, for example, and you're having a circumstantial purge, you will start to see happening everything against you getting communication. And when you start to try to push the 3D, right? Because I've noticed that when you're purging and you see something in your reality that's totally against what you're trying to manifest, because you're already feeling unsettled, you want to respond to that. You want to get angry. You want to create more circumstances that are actually going to make it worse for you to get out of the situation. So I try to tell my people to just do their best in a way to keep their head down while the purging subsides. That is when purging is circumstantial. Some people might have all of them. Jesus. Circumstantial, physical, emotional, mental. So purging is extremely normal, and it actually means that the work that you're doing is working. It means that it's working, because if it wasn't working, you wouldn't get a reaction. You wouldn't get a reaction. So as soon as you start manifesting something, and you start to get all of these negative thoughts, you have to bring yourself back and be like, oh, that means it's working. Go harder. Go harder. If you need to tap it out, I have videos on how to tap out your negative emotions. I have a video called Clear It that is very basic, so that you can mold it and use it for any type of negative emotion that you might be going through. You're going through your manifesting journey. You're doing your affirmations, and you are feeling opposite to what you're affirming. Your thoughts are completely negative, completely against what you're manifesting. What do? You tap it out. You tap out that energy so that you can continue your manifesting journey. And that is why persistence is so important. Because when you try to manifest something that you've never had before, when you try to manifest something that goes against beliefs, trauma-based beliefs that you might have, you're going to purge. Your mind is going to tell you no. When you're trying to manifest feeling chosen or being chosen by your specific person, and you're saying, I am chosen, I am chosen, I am chosen, my SOS chose me, he chose me, she chose me, and then you see something on your 3D not to your liking, your mind is going to be like, see, he's not choosing you. He did not choose you. If you don't understand that's what's happening, that's going to take you down a downward spiral, and you're not gonna persist. You're gonna want to do something else. You have to persist. When it gets hard is when you have to persist harder, because you are stronger than your problems. You are stronger than your trauma-based beliefs. You are stronger than your purging. Okay? And I will tell you something. I would be so much farther ahead in my manifesting journey if I understood purging. I was scared of purging. When I started my manifesting journey, I was told, right? Negative affirmations, negative emotions create negative manifestations. When I felt not wanted, instead of feeling my feelings, I would swallow the feelings back up and I would just keep affirming. And what happens with that? When you don't clear out that, it bursts out of you when you least expect it. It's not a good feeling. Purging is part of the process. This is kind of like how some groups of people say becoming friends with your dark side. I don't know if they say dark side or like your shade, like your something about your dark shade. I think that's what they mean by that, because it's kind of like acknowledging, right? Acknowledging that this is what's happening. Acknowledging your feelings. You feel this way. Yes, I feel this way. This is why tapping is so powerful, because in tapping you acknowledge that this is how you feel and you're able to release it. Okay? I want you to become friends with purging. Easier said than done. But trust me, if I'm telling you this, it's because I'm going through purging, or I've gone through purging. I have been purging grief from my father's death that happened over 7 years ago. And the relief that you feel after you let that out it's amazing. Purging is natural. Allow it to pass by you. Don't judge your thoughts while you're purging too much. If you need to, argue with the damn thoughts. When the thoughts tell you he does not want you, yes, he does want me. He does want me. Okay? Give yourself time. Relax, but don't drop the towel. Keep going. This is all part of the process. And you wouldn't have the belief, you wouldn't have the desire if you couldn't have the full manifestation. This for me now has gone beyond manifestation. This for me is just now becoming the best version of me that I can be while still getting my fucking manifestation. Okay, because there's levels to this. There is levels to this. And I don't appreciate when a lot of other YouTubers kind of brush away the process. There is a process. For some people, it might be easier than others. But I'm here to let you know that if you're purging, hold on. You will get through it. Don't judge the purging. If you feel bad during it, I mean, you will feel bad during it. Just understand that that is what is happening. Understand that it will pass. It is not something that will happen forever. It will pass. And for the most part, from I have seen from experience, when you're purging, it means you're almost there. You know, you're kind of like going up the hill, right? When it gets the hardest, it's about when you're about to reach the top. Purging, go harder. Okay? And I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I love you guys. Leave me any comments in the comment section below. If you want to work with me one-on-one, my information is in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, share it with people. Share this information with people. There is a learning curve to this. If this worked for you, share with people. Okay, the more that we all heal, the more we raise the vibration of this planet. Share it. And I love you guys forever. Until next time. Bye.